Okay, we are on probability and data management lesson 3. Today we're going to do mean, median, mode, and range, which we have done over the last couple of days. So we'll do a quick review. So if I have a data set, say it's a set, I'm going to keep it easy, okay? 2, 3, 3, 4, 6. That'll be our data set, okay? Hang on, 6, 10, 13, 16, 18. We'll throw in a 0 as well, okay? So here's our data set. I don't know what it represents. How many push-ups my mother can do, I don't know. So we're going to find the mean of this data set. Do you remember how to find the mean? To find the mean, we are going to add up all of the pieces of data and then divide by how many pieces there were. So 0 and 2 is 2, 3 is 5, 3 is 8, 4 is 12, 6 is 18. So it added up to 18, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of data. So 18 divided by 6 is 3. So the mean is 3, right? Now, median. I don't know if we talked about median or not, but in any case, let's talk about mode, because we definitely did that. Mode is the most commonly occurring piece of data. We only have one piece of data that's repeated, so 3 is also the mode. We also talked about the range. The range is the difference between the highest and the lowest piece of data. So to find the range, I go 6, take away nothing, equals 6. So the range is 6. The difference between the greatest and the least of our pieces of data. Now, I'm not sure if we've done median or not, but it is easy, okay? So you need to put all your data in order from least to greatest. You could actually do it greatest to least. It doesn't matter. All it matters is that it's in order one way or the other, okay? The middle number, the number that occurs in the list in the middle, that is the median. So you take your fingers on either end of your data and you walk in, and you walk in. Now if there's an odd number of pieces of data, there will be only one number. If there's an even number of pieces of data, there's going to be 2 numbers. In this case, it's super easy because the number is the same. So the median, I always remember that it kind of sounds like medium, and that helps me remember it's in the middle. The median is also 3. However, if this was not 3, say this was 4, ignore the rest of this because now it won't work. We have to find the halfway point between the 2 numbers. So what would be halfway between 3 and 4? 3.5. So in this case, it would be 3.5 would be the median. If this was 5, the median would be 4 because 4 is the number in between 3 and 5. If you have huge numbers and you don't know, like say this was 167 and 217. It'd be really hard to know what's in between those 2 numbers. So what you can do is add them up. 167 and 217. 7 and 7 is 14. 6, 7, 8. 2, 1, 3. And then cut it in half to find half of what's between it. So 384 divided by 2. 2 goes into 3 once, which is 2. 1 left over. 18. 2 goes into 18 9 times, which is 18. 0 left over. And 4, 2 goes into 4 2 times. So the median in here would be 192. Okay? I doubt you will run into questions where you have to do this. It's going to be more likely like what's in between 7 and 9 and things like that. So it should be super easy, but we'll see how it goes. Okay? All right. So to find the median of a data set, put the data in order. If you've got data that's not in order, you have to order it from least to greatest. That's just a good habit to get into. You could do greatest to least, but I would do least to greatest. Okay, find the mean, median, and the range. So in number 1A, we have 9, 20, and 22, right? So first thing they want is the mean. So we're going to add it all up. 20 and 22 is 42, and 9 is 51. So 51, and then 1, 2, 3 pieces of data. So we've got to divide by 3. 51 divided by 3 is 17. So this is your mean, right? Next thing they're asking for is median. Okay? So we've got to have our data in order. 9, 20, 22. That's in order. Smallest to greatest. Median is the middle number. So I start at the end and I keep walking in until I get to the middle. It's a very short walk. In this case, just to 20. So the median is 20. The range, remember, difference between the highest and the lowest. 22 minus 9 is 13. Okay? So you can see, like, they're all, like I told you before, they're all measures of central tendency, trying to find the midpoint. But look at 13, 20, 17. They're not always the same. Ideally, when you have a good data set and your data, you don't have any crazy numbers, which you're going to learn about later this week, your measures of central tendency should be pretty close to one another. Okay? All right. So that was the first one. I will do the second one with you. 38, 40, 42. Okay? 38, 40, 42. They're all in order, so we're good to find the median. But first is the mean. Mean, add them all up. 40 and 42 is 82, and 8 is 90, and 3 is 120. So adding them all up, I get 120. I have 1, 2, 3 pieces of data. I'm going to divide it by 3. 120 divided by 3 is 40. So the mean is 40. Median. Remember, median, medium, the one in the middle. It's very clearly in the middle. Median is 40. Range is highest minus lowest. So 42 minus 38, which is only 4. Which means your data is pretty tightly bunched. With a range like that, your data is, you can kind of assume it's very accurate because there's nothing crazy going on. You're very consistent. Okay? Go do C by yourself and come back for the next part. Okay, second part. Now order the numbers from smallest to largest first. Well, you don't need my help to do that. You just need to go through the numbers and write smallest. If I were you, I would cross them out as I go so that you know you don't miss any. Okay, number 2, when finding the median, does it matter whether it's highest to lowest or lowest to highest? No, it just matters that it's in order. Okay? Next page, investigation number 1. When is the median the same as one of the data values? Okay, so in part A, you just need to circle the middle number. Well, the first one, you've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I'm pretty sure I could ask a little kid what is in the middle here. So 6. Hi, Indiana. So you've got 6 in the middle. In the second one, though, they've got 2, 3, 3, and 8. Well, this is a problem because there's no number in the middle. I start at the end and I walk in. Well, I have 2 numbers in the middle, and that's fine. Go ahead and circle the 2 numbers. Okay? If you have 1 number in the middle, circle it. If you have 2 numbers in the middle, circle it. Go do that piece. B, in which of the sets is the median the same as one of the data values? Well, the median in this one is the same as one of the data values. So find the ones where you've only circled 1 number. Okay? Part C, if there is an odd number of data values in the set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember that odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. They end in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So if you have 5, that's an odd number. 1, 2, 3, 4, That's an even number. Okay? So if you have an odd number of data values in the set, so we're going to talk about this set, is the median always one of the numbers in the set? Yeah, it is. Because there will always be a number in the middle. You'll have an even number of numbers of pieces of data on either side, but you'll have one in the dead center. Okay? Create a set with an even number of data values and no mode. Okay. So, these questions are thinking questions. They're not really hard. You just need to think about it. And I like to take it one piece at a time. Okay. A set, even number of values, no mode. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of data. That's an even number. No mode. There is no piece of data repeated. Okay? Find the median. Okay? Here I am at the end. One step in. So my median is between 2 and 3. Is the median a number in the set? No, because my median is going to be halfway between 2 and 3, which would be 2.5, right? So no, it is not a number in the set. Can you create a set that changes your answer? No, you can't. Because if there's no mode, these will always be two different numbers. If there's a mode and this was 2 and 2, that's fine. But when there's two different numbers, the median is going to be right in the center of them. So no, you cannot make a set where there's no mode and an even number of data pieces and the median is one of the numbers. Can't happen. The set 2, 3, 5, 5. Okay? 2, 3, 5, 5. Has an even number of values and a mode. 1, 2, 3, 4. It has an even number of values. It has a mode right here. It's got a double, a matching piece of data. Find the median. So here we are at the ends, 2, 3, 5, 5. It's in order, so we're good to find our median. Start at the ends, walk in. So our median is going to be the difference between 3 and 5. Well, what is in the middle between 3 and 5? 4 is in the middle between 3 and 5. Is the median a number in the set? No, it's not. All right. 6. Create a set with 6 data values, a mode, and a median that is a number in the set. Are the median and the mode the same? Oh my. Okay, so here's what I came up with. 6 data values. 2, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 data values. It has a mode. Here is my mode. Right? I've got 4 repeated and no other numbers that are repeated the same amount. So that's my mode. Right? And a median that is a number in the set. So my median, 2, 4, 4, 5, 6. They're in order, so I can count. 1 step in, 1 step in, right? So that means my median is going to be in the middle of 4 and 4, which is 4, right? So the median is 4 and the mode is 4, and that's what it asks. Are they the same? Yes, they are. Okay? Is it possible to create a data set with 6 data values? Okay, I need 6 pieces of data again, so that the median is a number in the set, but the median is different than the mode. Okay, so let me see what I did. My data I pulled out is 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, 5, right? So, can I create it where I have a median? All right, so it's all in order. So my median is going to be 3, because that's in the middle. My mode is 3 and 5, so that's not really what they were asking. And so my answer is no, you can't do it. But I could be wrong. See if you can prove me wrong. Okay? The bonus, create a set of data, 8 data values, so that the median is a number in the set, but the median is different than the mode. So here's what I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 data values. So I got that piece of it done. The median. Okay, they're in order. Walk in, walk in, walk in. So my median is 4. Right? Halfway between 4 and 4 is still 4. And the mode, I have 3 5s. So the mode is 5. Okay? So that's one way to do it. You can come up with your own way. All right, go answer that one. Number 3, find the mean and the median of each set of 2 data values. Choose your own numbers for D. Okay. So we've got the mean and the median. So 8 and 14 is what we have for A. Well, to find the mean, I add them together. 8 and 14 is 22, and I divide it by 2 because I had 2 pieces of data. So 11 is the mean, right? The median is going to be halfway between these 2 numbers. Well, what is halfway between 8 and 14? You can write it down and walk it in with your fingers if you like. I'll tell you how I do it. I know that the difference between 8 and 14 is 6. 8 plus 6 is 14. So if I take that 6 and cut it in half and give it to each half, I should find the median. So half of 6 is 3. So 8 and 3 is 11. Right? So I take 3 away and I add 3 on and I find the middle. So let's just test it out. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay? In 1, in 2, in the middle. 11. So you can do it my way. Just figure out what the difference is and give half to the low number, and that'll find you the median. Okay? Let's see. Oh, and the mean and the median were the same. So that was one of the things you were supposed to notice. Okay, so for the second one, we've got 9 and 12. To find the mean, I add them together. 21 divided by 2 is 10 and a half. Now, halfway between 9 and 12. 9 plus what gives me 12? 9 and 3. What is half of 3? 1 and a half. So if I add 1 and a half to 9, I should find the middle, which would give me 10 and a half. So let's try. 9, 10, 11, 12. Walk it in. Median is halfway between 10 and 11, 10 and a half. Okay? So our median was 10 and a half and our mean was 10 and a half. Okay? You go finish the rest of the questions, and at the end it's going to ask, what did you notice about the mean and median? Well, we've only done 2 of them, and you can see a pattern, so you have to see if that continues. Okay, pause the video, go do that one. Okay, investigation number 2. How does adding new data values affect the mean, median, mode, and range? We talked a little bit about this yesterday. When you add a new data value and it's high, it picks the mean up. If you add a new data value and it's low, it drags the mean down, right? So, find the mean, median, mode of this set. Wow, it's a crazy set, 7 and 7. Well, 7 and 7, to find the mean, I add them together. 7 and 7 is 14. I divide it by 2 and I'm back to 7, right? Median. They're in order. What's halfway between 7 and 7? 7. Mode is the most repeated piece of data. Clearly it's 7. So it has a mean, median, mode of 7. Now, they want us to add the data value 10 to this set. So our new set is 7, 7, 10. Will the range, mean, median, oh, we didn't find the range. The range on the first one would have been 0 because 7 minus 7 is 0, right? Will the range, mean, median, and mode increase, decrease, or stay the same as they did in the first part? All right, so let's see. 7 and 7, let's find the mean first. 7 and 7 is 14, and 10 is 24. Divided by 3 equals 8. Okay, so the mean is now 8. It used to be 7. Median. Well, they're in order, so I'm going to walk in 1. My median is 7. It stays the same. My mode is still 7. It's the only one that's still repeated. My range is now 10 minus 7, which is 3, and the range in the first one was 0. So mean changed, median and mode did not, and range changed. Now, they want us, instead of making this a 10, I'm going to put it over here because it's small, to make it a 4. Okay? So what do you think is going to happen if a number that was bigger than our original data set picked up our median? What's going to happen when we add a value that is lower than our original data? Let's find out. So, mean, 7 and 7 is 14, 14 and 4 is 18, divided by 3 is 6. So now our mean is 6. So the mean is lower than it originally was. So like we thought, when you add a small data value, lower than what you had originally, it's going to drop the median because this drags it down. It's like a bad test score. It drags your average down. Okay, median is still going to be 7 because it's still in the middle. Mode is still going to be 7 because it's still in the middle. And the range is now going to be 7 minus 4, which is 3. So the mode on the last one was also 3. So they've added 1 on either end that was equally distant from 7. Okay? C. Look at the set. Look at the set 7, 7, x, where x represents any number. Okay, so this is a variable. We know all about those. Can you find the mean, median, mode, and range for this set? Cross out the measures you cannot find. If I don't know, so if for mean, I need to add up the numbers and then divide by 2, I need to know this number. I can't find the mean without this. So if there is an unknown variable, you cannot find the mean. Can I find the median? Well, yes and no, because this, if we assume that they have put the numbers in order, right, and that this number is bigger than 7 because it's on this end of the data, then the median would be here. But what if this number's 2 and it belonged over here? Well, it would still be 7. So for this particular, let's assume it's 7. Well, it would still be 7. For this particular set of data, yes, the median would still be 7. However, if these two numbers didn't match, no, we wouldn't know where this goes and it could affect that. So yes for this, but no if it was a different data set. So if the question says, can you find the mean, median, mode, and range for this set? Yes, you could find the median for that set. Okay, mode. Can I find the mode for that? 7, 7, x? Well, it doesn't matter what this is. It could be any other number, and there won't be 2 of them, so 7 would still be the mode. If it happened to be 7, 7 would still be the mode. So yes, you could find the mode for that. Can I find the range? I need to know the highest number, subtract the lowest number. If I don't know what this is, I don't know if it's highest, lowest, same. So no, I could not find the range. No range, no mean with that data set. What is the smallest number of values you have to add to the set 7, 7? All right. So our set is 7, 7. So that 7 will not be the mode anymore. Okay. So they want this to not be the mode. So what would I have to add to this? The fewest number of things I could add where 7 would not be the mode anymore. So I need to make a new mode, right? And the mode is the piece of data that repeats the most. We have 2 pieces of data that match. So this is already repeating twice. So any new number I'm going to add has to repeat more than twice to become the mode. The smallest number that could possibly be would be 3, right? So say I added 8, 8, 8. Now the mode is 8. And 3 is the fewest amount I could add so that 7 is not the mode anymore. Okay? E, what data value should you add to 7, 7 to make the mean equal 5? Okay? So, the mean has to equal 5. 7 and 7 is 14, right? We need the mean to be 5. So what if I added, clearly it has to be a smaller number than 7 because I need to drag the mean down to 5 when right now it's at 7, right? So 7 and 7 is 14. If I add one piece of data, that means I'm going to divide by 3, right? 1, 2 plus my new piece of data. Well, 5 times 3 is 15, right? So if I can get this to equal 15, 7 and 7 is 14, so if I add a 1, right, that should work. Let's see. 7 and 7 is 14 and 1 is 15. Divide it by 3, mean is 5. Okay? Now they want us to do the same thing for 9. They want a mean to equal 9. Okay? So remember, we're going to add one piece of data, and the mean has to be 9. So that means that 3 pieces of something divided by 3 has to equal 9. Well, 9 times 3 is 27. So if I can get to 27, I can make the mean 9. 7 and 7 is 14, but I got to get to 27. So let's add 13. Okay? 7 and 7 is 14, and 13 is 27 divided by 3. 27 divided by 3 is 9. Okay? So you got to think sort of backwards and a step ahead. They keep the numbers simple, so it's not hard. Okay? How many data values should you add to the set 7, 7 to change the median? Okay? Well, wait, let's read the rest of the question. Oh, what could the values be? All right, so right now the median is 7 because that's in the middle. So what if I added a 1 down here? Well, that's still 7 because I'm going to walk in 1 and I still got 7. What if I added 16 here? Well, it's still 7, so that's not a good idea. What if I added 2 here? Now my median would be halfway between 2 and 7. Difference between 2 and 7 is 5. I cut it in half and give half to that one. Half of 5 is 2.5. So my median would now be 4.5. Okay? You could do the same thing on the other end and add 2 values over here. It just means you've got to shift the middle away from the 7 and the 7. So add a couple here or add a couple here. Totally your choice of numbers. It doesn't matter. Okay? Number 4. A set of data values has modes, multiple, of 7 and 5. Okay? What are the data values? Well, we know that there has to be more than one 7 and more than one 5 because those are the modes, right? There can only be 4 pieces of data. So if I need more than one 7 and more than one 5, That must be my data set. I've got 4 pieces of data and I have 2 modes, 7 and 5. Okay? Number 5, 2 questions left. Create 2 different sets of 4 values with mode 7, median 6. 2 different sets of 4 values. Okay, mode is 7, so we know we need at least 2 7s, right? The median is 6, so 6 has to be in the middle of 7 and something else. Well, 6 is in the middle of 7 and 5, right? And then it doesn't say anything about what the mean is, so we can make any number we want, but it should be less than 5. So how about 4? And in this one, we'll do it again. 7, 7, 5, and make it 2. That way, the median is 6, and the mode is 7. Okay? 5B. Is it possible to create a set of 4 data values? Mode of 7, median 6. Mode 7, median 6. Largest number greater than 7. Largest number greater than 7. Largest number. Okay, so let's see. We need a mode of 7, which means we need at least 2 7s. A median of 6, so that means that 6 has to fit in there somewhere. So let's go with 5 again, because we know that that makes a median of 6 and then whatever number you want down there, right? So that means we've got a mode of 7, a median of 6. And the largest number has to be greater than 7. Well, that's a problem, because we need 2 numbers on this side to make the median 6. So, and I can only have 4 data values. So I can't possibly have a number larger than 7 over here, or my median wouldn't be 6. So the answer to that one is a big old no. Hard no. Okay. Create a set of 4 data values. Mode 7, median 6, mean 5. Apparently I have not solved this one, so we're going to do it in real time. Okay, 4 data values. Mode 7, median 6, mean 5, and I can only have 4 values. Okay, so if the mode is 7, there has to be at least 2 7s. If the median is 6, let's make this 5, because that would make our median 6. And then this number, because I can only have 4 of them, has to make the mean 5. Can we find a number that makes the mean 5? 7 and 7 is 14, and 5 is 19, right? We need a mean of 5 with 4 numbers. So that means it has to be, our total has to be 20, because 4 times 5 is 20. So if I'm at 7, 7, 14, 19, what if I made that 1? That should make 20. Let's see. 7, 7 is 14, 19, 20. 20 divided by 4, because I have 4 numbers, equals 5. And that's what they wanted, was a mean 5. So there is our data set, 1, 5, 7, 7. Okay. Last one. Use blocks to find a set of 5 test scores ranging from 2 to 7. So we can go 2 to 7, mean of 5, median of 5, mode 7. Right? Okay, and we can have 5 scores. 5 test scores between 2 and 7, mean, median, mode. Okay, so if the mode is 7, there has to be at least 2 7s, right? Median is going to be 5. Now there's 5 numbers, right? So if the median, if there's going to be 5 numbers and the median has to be 5, that means that the 5 has to go there, because I'm going to need 2 smaller numbers to make this in the middle. right? Because the median is the one in the middle. So, mode 7, median 5, and they want a mean of 5. Okay, oh, well, if it was 2 to 7, clearly they had to be smaller than 5. See, I missed a piece of evidence there. Okay, so, think about this. Mean of 5 with 5 numbers, which means we're going to, whatever our total of the numbers is, we're going to divide it by 5, and it's going to equal 5. So I know that 25 divided by 5 is 5. So I'm looking for a total for my mean of 25. 7 and 7 is 14 and 19, right? So that means I've got 6. 25 to 19 is 6. So I could make, whatever these two numbers are, they have to add to 6. So I can't make it 5 or else my mode would be 5 and 7. So 5's out of the question. It can't be 5 and 1. Can't be 3 and 3 because that would give me a double mode again. Could it be 6 and 0? No, because that would shift my median over because the 6 would have to sit there, right? So what am I left with? 4 and 2. 2 and 4 is 6, 5 is 11, 18, 25. 25 divided by 5 is 5. So I have a mean of 5, a median of 5, and a mode of 7. My numbers are between 2 and 7, and I have 5 pieces of data. Okay? There's A. You go do it. We'll be back for B, and done for today. 6B, add a test score of 12 to your data from part A. Okay, so my data from part A was 2, 4, 5, 7, 7. That's what we solved in the last one. Now they want us to add 12 to our new data. Find the new mean, median, mode, and range. Okay, so let's find the mean. Add them all up. 2 and 4 is 6, 5 is 11, 7 is 18, 7 is 25, 35, 36, 37. So 37 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of data. 37 divided by 6, well, it's 6, and I think it's about decimal 2, decimal 17, something like that. It's 6 and a little bit, anyways, just off the top of my head. Then that's the mean. Median. All right, here I go. I'm walking in. Whoop, whoop. So here's my median. In between 5 and 7. What's in between 5 and 7? 6. Mode. I only have one piece of data that's repeated, so my mode is 7. And range. They asked me for range. They didn't ask for range in the first one, I don't think, unless I missed it. No, they didn't. Okay, so the range on this is 12, our biggest. Take away our smallest. 12 minus 2 is 10. The range is 10. On our original data set, it would have been 7 minus 2. So original would have been 7 minus 2, which would have been 5. Right? So the range, when you put in a big data that's off by itself, a big piece of data, it increases your range hugely, right? Okay, so we did all that, and how did they change? So our original, I got rid of it, but I do have it on my answer sheet. So the mean of the original, the mean from 6.2, the original mean was 6, so it went up. The median is 6 now. It also went up because originally it was 4.5, right? It was over there. The mode is still 7, and the range is now greater, so it went up. Okay? That's it. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. I think we've got 2 more lessons before the first quiz. You guys should do amazing on it.